Welcome everybody to the Sick Horse Ranch. Today I ride with Mark Gunnison, the TippytoeRider, and Neil from Neil's Inn. First time riding with all three of them. I started out the day riding drag behind Mike, the TippytoeRider, on his KDX 200. We staged in the Elk Flat staging area. We moved south, headed for Bible Creek. I've been watching Mark and Mike develop on their videos, and I'm super happy for them with the progress they've made. They've made leaps and bounds in their skill set and abilities. They tackle objects that I still see as challenging, and of course they tell me I'm one of the fast guys, and I always tell them I've seen the fast guys and I'm not it. We all have learning to do. There's always another rung on the ladder. They've both really gotten good at their line selection. They pick good lines, and that helps them avoid certain obstacles.
This video was taken over a month and a half ago while Neil was still in Oregon. He's in Mexico now. This is my first video voiceover, and being my first, I was very nervous about it. I just haven't felt like I could relax and sit down and get through the video with the commentary sounding the way I'd like. So I bought a piece of property and moved in the time since this video was recorded, and it's not very far away as the crow flies, maybe a mile or so, but it's 15 minutes away from the old house, and it added a solid 15 minutes to my travel to the Upper Nestucca. So it's not going to change how often I get up there to ride, but it will take some extra planning to get around. This new property is going to offer plenty of new video opportunities as well. There's a timbered hillside that's a lot steeper than the last place, so it'll add some fun and challenge to our riding and practice at home. Plus I have a really nice shop now, and I can keep all of my toys dry and finally finish up some of my old project bikes. I have 4 old bikes that I consider toys, varying from the early 70s to the late 80s, and there may be some future videos on those coming up if I can get things figured out with them. So this is a dusty day, and Mark's not wearing goggles. I thought I'd let him go around and got an alder in my face for my troubles. This ride actually took place the weekend after the Applegate Rough Riders poker run, and we had a lot of fun with that poker run. But we sure learned a lot about the territory. They took us on routes that we didn't even know existed. We may have seen them on maps and avoided them for whatever reason, but we found a way to link a lot of our favorite trails with our other favorite trails by using the ones they showed us on the run. So it turns out a poker run is a really good way to get to know your area. Mark and Mike had never been into Bible Creek before, so I got to play tour guide for a little bit.
Why don't you find some trails for us? Okay. I know better. All right.
So Mike had some sort of an injury with his wrist, I think it was, and I don't know why I kept asking him how his shoulder was.
How's your shoulder doing? It's doing pretty good. You doing all right with the rocky bumps and stuff? I'm doing pretty good, yeah. All right. If I need to, I'll just slow down. Did you guys want to go out that way, or did you want to go over towards the Bible Creek side? I don't know, whichever one you think is best. Well, the Bible Creek's a little bit rough at first, but we can bypass it on the gravel. How's that sound? Okay, let's do that, yeah. All right. Okay. We'll just go on out this one.
I was pretty excited to lead and be able to open up the throttle on trails I know all too well, and it seemed like the guys enjoyed it as well, because every time I'd stop at the end of one, they were right behind. They'd obviously been pushing the pace a little bit and kept up just fine. It was great to show these guys Bible Creek. I've been staging in Bible Creek for many years. It's one of my favorite areas. There's some fantastic viewpoints on the landings and up on the top of the hills. It's just amazing. Really fun trails and really challenging, even on dry days. It's just a lot of fun.
So I had a forced computer upgrade this summer when mine crashed permanently, and I took the opportunity to get new video editing software as well. I got PowerDirector 13, and it's allowed me to add voiceover, so that's kind of the one thing I was after, but it also has proven to be pretty light and easy to run. I don't know if that's just because of the new computer parts or what, but I don't think YouTube Video Editor was running this smoothly for me.
Neil was sort of the dark horse of the group to me. I had seen a video or two of his, but I didn't know what to expect, and I was really impressed with the way he handled the Suzuki DR 400 of Mark's with the dual sport tires.
Yeah, baby!
He did really well all day, and that's one thing when you see a good rider, you know him when you see him, because it doesn't matter what they're riding, they can balance, they can stop and turn, they have confidence in all situations, and it stems from riding for so long. It's an acquired trait, and he definitely has it. You can tell he spent a lot of time in the saddle. Well, this was our final trail for the day, and you can see how well worn it is from the Applegate Rough Riders poker run they had. I had never been up this before the poker run, and that video is coming soon, but it was pretty exciting. This hill climb in particular was a lot of fun and gave my riding buddy and I some serious challenge. Mark and Mike and Neil had to get back to Portland area for an evening ride with Nest Up and some others, and we had to hit the pavement all the way back due to time constraints, but I had a blast with these guys, and I'll gladly ride with them again, and have rode with Mark and Mike several times since. Thanks for watching, everybody, and keep the shiny side up.